Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Take 20 program. I told you every Thursday we would have some information, like an article to read or some helpful information. So today I have 4 tips for you about working from home. I was able to participate in a seminar through Zoom and Strong Tower CrossFit, Brendan Collins, thank you for this, with a man named Colin O'Reilly, and he owns the CrossFit gym in Ireland. And he's also a mental health professional and has a mental health program. And he gave us 4 tips for people working at home. So I asked his permission in the call to share those tips with you, and he said, absolutely, go ahead and share it with them. So I'm going to share those with you today. I thought they were very interesting. The first one that he suggested was get dressed. It was pretty funny. He said, unless you're a pajama model, you shouldn't be in your pajamas unless you do that for a living. Because when you get dressed, you change your mindset and you're able to be more productive. Now, you probably don't need to wear a suit every day in your own home, but at least getting dressed like it's casual Friday so that you're ready to work. The second suggestion was to commute. He said that the importance of our commute can't be minimized. So even if you live in an apartment and you ride the elevator up and down, or if you take a walk around the block, or even drive your car around the block, whatever works for you, to make an actual commute to work, because that time that you had before was the time that you had to mentally prepare before you went into your office. So to take some time, and even if it's just sitting outside and having a cup of coffee before you start working, something so that you have that actual time to focus before you get into your work day. So that's the second suggestion. The third suggestion was to declutter your workspace at least one time a day. And he told us about an experiment that was done with college students where their room was very messy and they were in kind of a depressive state. And what one of the mental health professionals did was tape off a square foot area on their desk in their workspace and told them to be responsible for that square foot area every day. So every day, 1 square foot of their desk had to be clean. Well, what happened in the experiment is after they got into the habit of cleaning that one space, it felt kind of good, and they cleaned a little bit out farther and farther until they cleaned up all the pizza boxes that were laying around and their mental health improved. So he stressed that forming a habit is just a little bit at a time, even 1 minute a day, one little space a day. So if you can clean off your workspace 1 time a day, that will hopefully be helpful. And then the 4th tip, which I thought was the most interesting of all of these, is to look at the sunset or the horizon at the end of every day. And he told us that it triggers a part in our primitive brain when we look out as far as you can see. If you can go in your backyard, your front yard, look as far as you can see on the horizon. And I guess animals, when at night they scan the horizon for predators, and they do that from their den or their nest or wherever their home is. And when they're looking out on the horizon, they have a feeling of safety because they're doing it from where they're sleeping for the night. So we are animals too. So if we're scanning the horizon, looking at the sunset, it automatically triggers that part of our brain and kind of makes us feel safe. So that was a neat tip. So remember, here are the 4 things that he told us to do. Get dressed every morning. Make sure that you put some work clothes on. Have some sort of commute before you start to work. Declutter your workspace before at least once a day. And take a look at the horizon, look out as far as you can see, watch the sunset at the end of every day. So I hope that you're able to do those 4 things. And I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe. And we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a fun video that we'll have for you. So everyone take care and have a great Thursday.